Okay. So part 2 of the Swiss Manager pairing software. So we have completed this earlier in resort starting rank list. Now when we get on to the pairing, it doesn't shows that warning which was showed earlier. The name XYZ have been changed to Bhaskar. Now it doesn't show. So it's like a warning. That's why they're showing it in red color and it's not showing. Now it's okay to give the start. Understand. So now similarly, the list of pairings can be taken. So whoever is on 1, they'll be paired, and whoever is on 0, they'll be paired back. So this is what it shows. And now we can just go to 1-0 or input enter results. Sorry. Enter players, it's input enter results. So here Gokulnath, Satvika, Gokulnath, and Shashmita, Bhaskar, Manish. So here, suppose consider I am just leaving this as an empty field. I am just,
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
my voice is not audible, not clear.
For me, it's clear, very clear.
Isn't it clear or
Yeah, for me, it's clear.
okay?
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Not audible for you, ma'am? Ma'am, can you just select the audio option or something that is available on the top? Is it okay now? The audio, you need to click onto the audio option to look at that enabled. Is that okay now, Prem Kumari ma'am? Okay. Ma'am, I would suggest you to like log out and get back to the meeting. Try logging out and get back to the meeting. I'll just text you as well. Rejoin. So here, suppose consider I'm not providing this value. I'm clicking on to end. Ma'am, ma'am, அந்த ஆடியோன்னு ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கும் பாருங்க மேம், அதை கிளிக் பண்ணிட்டு திரும்ப வெளியே வாங்க. அந்த அன்மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு அந்த ஆடியோ ஆப்ஷன் மாத்துங்க. ஒரு 10 மினிட்ஸ் தான் மேம், ஏன்னா ரெக்கார்டிங்கும் ஆன் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. நான் திரும்ப அந்த ஆடியோ கூட அனுப்புறேன், ஃபைல் வீடியோ அனுப்புறேன், நான் திரும்ப அனுப்புறேன்.
ஓகே ஓகே. இந்த ஆடியோ ஆப்ஷன் எங்க சார் இருக்கு?
இல்ல எனக்கு கேக்குது, நீங்க பேசுறது எனக்கு கேக்குது.
இல்ல போன்ல தானே கேக்குது.
இல்ல மேம்,
இதுல
டைரக்டாவே கேக்குது.
கேக்குதா? நீங்க பேசுறது எனக்கு சுத்தமா கேட்க மாட்டேங்குது.
அதான் மேம், அந்த ஸ்பீக்கர் ஆப்ஷன் அது மட்டும் எனேபிள் பண்ணுங்க, ஏன்னா இங்க ஆடியோ இங்க ரெக்கார்ட் ஆயிட்டு இருக்குங்க மேம், வீடியோ.
ஓகே 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 சார். ஓகே. தனிஷா
மேம், நீங்க பேசுறது கிளியரா இருக்கு மேம். வீடியோ ஆடியோ அந்த ஸ்பீக்கர் மட்டும் வெரிஃபை பண்ணிக்கோங்க. So if I am providing this computer pairing again, it shows results are missing. So you won't be able to pair. We will be able to pair only when all the results are completed. Suppose consider you want to change the results of the second or third board. You need to click this all over here. If you click the missing button, it shows only the missing button. If it clicks all, you could click onto it. Suppose sometimes what happens is when there are 30 boards, only one board where you won't be getting the result. The remaining 29 is done. So you can get the list from the arbiter. You can just make sure you enter all the thing, you verify it, then you can click onto this missing. One such board. So later when that board is complete, you could just complete the pending works, click onto this board and put this result and then click onto end. So now the next result is possible. So now the pairing is possible. So there won't be any issues. So again, this is going to be the last round. Click on to start and okay. So list pairing. So now see, like there are total number of 8 people So first round, four have won, and the next round, like there was a draw, and it's 1.5 over here, and there is the third round, and this is the decisive result. Sometimes the results may not be decisive because if the result is something like this, for example, a draw, a win, and a win, and a win here. So here there is 1, 2 points, 2, 2.5 points. So in such cases, when you enter the results like this, here comes the tiebreaker option. So normally what everyone does is go for the standings. Ma'am, now is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine, ma'am. Thank you. So you go
Okay,
for the standings. So this is the final ranking cross table, like who are like players we have won, which serial number this player is. So here, for example, in the first round, so this is what he have played, the opponent is 5. So the second round, the opponent is 3. So you won't be looking at a similar serial number over here. For example, consider 5, 3, 4. So here 7, 4, 6. Here 8, 2, 1. So 3, 8, 2. It means like no player have ever played with the same player again. And if the serial number of the player is 5, so here, so first round. So this rank, okay, this is the rank of what the player is. So we won't be looking at the same rank of the players who have played against each other. So here comes win. There are 2 wins. And here the
The
result.
first one being the ranks, right? Round 1.
Yep. So here both have got, okay, the last result, let me like change this as 1.5, 1.5. I'll change this as 1-0 here. Now, list ranking cross table. So now Sushmita. So even both have played against each other. The result was a draw. So here comes the book holds, which is the first book holds 4.5, 4.5, the opponent of total number of 3 players. But the next book holds in Sony Burger, look, the book holds cut one method. It is 4.5 for you and 3.54. So we don't want to make a calculation or have a pairing card or anything. This automatically calculates. We just simply click onto the print menu, go for the preview and take it as an out. That's it. Okay, so the basic thing, not now, what you need to be aware of is make sure you create a new file with the Swiss Manager option. Okay, just a moment, let me save it. Okay, so create a Swiss system file and you'll get this tournament dialog. You could just give all the tournament details, whatever we have seen during the first session, and the tiebreak mechanism. Normally, we could just go for these tiebreaks, greater number of victories, direct encounter, book holds cut 1, 2, and Sony Burger. The basic thing, first the basic book holds, then the cut one method and the SP method. So the basic options. So then we input the list manually, input these players, input manually, give just the names alone. Later we could go for the title, international rating, and all those things later, not now. Suppose consider, I'll just give you one option. Suppose consider Satvika, the rating is 1402. Actually, we should have entered this earlier. Now the list starting rank would be this one. But since we have given this input, setup tournament, this sorting display as international rating over here, now while resorting starting rank, the list starting rank will be Satvika 1402. The remaining will be these options based on the alphabetical option. So this is the basic pairing mechanism. This is the basic input. This is the basic thing what we keep repeating every time. So I would suggest you to download the thing from chess. Download the software, the basic software from Swiss Manager, download and install it, work on the demo version. These basic things. I'll make sure I upload these contents or videos in the YouTube and send you the link here, the part 1 and part 2 within a few minutes. So once it is done, you could just go through it. And next week, let's see like what is the cutoff, what is the thing, because I don't want to give more inputs or more informations now. You could just work on it. Make sure you work with that and you're comfortable and confident with that. So next, let's look onto the cutoff date, how to enter from the FIDE website, and other details later one by one. Okay. So now, do you have any doubts or clarifications now? So one by one, like
Could you please comprehend the whole thing? Firstly, we have to set the tournament.
sorry, ma'am, I didn't get you. Which one?
Could you please comprehend the whole thing that you have taught one by one? Could you please
Okay,
comprehend?
okay, okay. So, all right, yeah. The first thing is this. Okay, I'm just getting some. Okay. So the first thing is we need to click on to file new tournament with the Swiss system. Once you give OK, you will get this tournament dialog. So the tournament name, the organizers, time control what we provide, and tournament director if required, the chief arbiter, and the arbiter's name with the federation and the state, the location where we are conducting this event. So rounds, 3 rounds. And since this is the under 11 category, it's going to be 2013. So the points for a bye player, if there's going to be 9 players, only 8 will be paired. The odd number of players, the one will be getting a bye. So for bye, we give 1 point. And the sorting will be of international rating type. Since this is 20 minutes each, the time control is going to be rapid. And this is not a FIDE rated event, this is not a national rated event. The match points, this is not a team event. And the pairing will be according to the points, game points, 1, half, or 0. And the color for home game is not necessary. This is for team event. So while there is a team event out of 4 players, the first board plays white, then black, white, and black. This is what it means. So that is for team event, it's not required now. So once you are done with this, go to the tie breaks with greater number of victories, direct encounter, basic book holes, and next is the cut one and the SB. So once it is done, then it's okay to save. If you had already done that, copy the tournament data, and wherever you have saved this file, the Swiss Manager file, you could click onto it and all the data gets reflected over here. So you could click onto OK, and once it is done, this enter players automatically opens. We are not going to enter from the list, because if it is going to be a list, we need to import this list from a different option. So this I have just downloaded it earlier, so that's why it's searching for it. So now we won't be doing that. So we'll be doing this option later. So you could just input the list only if it accepts, like it gets all the values. And now the option is input resource starting rank list, because whatever names we enter it, the first time the system is automatically it's going to sort. But every time I would suggest you to go to this resource starting rank list whenever you update the players. Because even if you update one single name, for example, Satvika, if she says later it is 1A, then PQRST, obviously Satvika comes down and Sashmita goes up. Since it's only like it's AA, it's automatically on over there. And she's rated like, so obviously she goes to the top. So whenever there is a change, for example, if this person comes and says his name is Arun. So earlier it was like he might have said Arun. Now he says no, it's Arun. So obviously when you restart and resort it, the list changes in this way. Arun goes down. So that's the reason for restart starting rank list. This happens normally during the first and second rounds. And sometimes the kids realize during the last round, oh, my certificate, my name is going to change, so I need to update it. So sometimes the printing would have been done, nothing can be done later. So even during the last round, few people come and say like, this has not been done. There are few kids who think like, no, no one asked me. Even if we are just gone near them and asked, is there any changes? They wouldn't say. But we need to utter a word. Is there any change in your name? They won't utter. Is there any spelling correction? They might change, because few people hear only what they want to hear. That's what happens during the game. So after that, you could go for the pairing. So once the pairing is done, now all the pairing is done. So it's not asking to do a pairing. So this will be the final result. The result will be given over here. Okay, so still there are few more things to go. Fine. So once this thing is like, once you have practiced it, let's go for the next session. Probably like whether everyone will be free tomorrow morning from 6 to 7 a.m. Is that possible? Or yes, Prem Kumari ma'am?
Sir, 7 to 8
Stop
it's
recording
okay,
just
sir.
a moment.
7 to 8 okay, sir.